Hey guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I just thought I would start vlogging again. The holidays are coming up. I want to talk about a very special topic for me and for other people that are going through what I've been going through. I just want to get out of the way so I can move on with other projects. I haven't spoken about this with many people, except a few friends who I've reached out to. When Thanksgiving came along, I wasn't expecting the holidays to be so hard for me. This would be my first year spending holidays with my father, and I know there are a lot of people that are having the same experience I am, only because I feel like I've been to 4 funerals this year. We lost a lot of great people in 2014, and I lost my father August 1st, 2014. But before I talk about the topic of dealing with loss during the holidays, well, I should be very clear about how my father passed away and how I've dealt with it since then. He had a heart irregularity, which means one of his valves was abnormal size, so it would pump differently. His blood, it would pump his blood differently. So he took blood thinners for longer than I can remember, which would make the blood flow easier through his heart. That was only one minor problem he lived with throughout his life. He was a smoker before I was born, and he quit when I was about 5 or so. But my father passed away of numerous things they just kind of built up to the moment we lost him. He was on dialysis because his kidneys were failing due to the medication he was on. And then when we brought him in, they found he had cancer on his, I believe, his bladder. But it grew so big that it was pushing up. I'm not a medical student, so I don't know the technique how the placing of all the body parts. But my father, his cancer was growing and it was pushing his lungs and pressing, and it hurt. He was in pain. As much as he was on medication, it was painful to breathe every day. My brother was with him when he was gone, and he called me and me and my mother. So we drove over there at about 5 a.m. and he was gone. I remember on the night that I stayed with him, I got to talk to him. I don't know if he heard me, but I told him how I wish I did more. I wish I made him more proud, because he wanted me to be a doctor or something great, you know. And so I've always tried to prove my father I can be great my own way, my own right. After my father passed away, I found his iPhone, and I was on his Facebook, and he had pictures of me from my Facebook. I guess he must have downloaded from my Facebook, put on his Facebook, of me working weddings and saying how I was the best DJ, and for people to hire me, and how proud he was that I was doing something that made so many people happy. So it was nice to have that. And he also had a picture of me in my Spider-Man costume, and he said how proud he was that I was dressing up as a superhero to make kids happy. So that was a good little gift that he left. I just want to show you something that I found, a little Christmas gift for myself. I found this Spider-Man 100 giant size issue with the green foil cover. You probably don't know why this is so important to me. I thought I lost a copy, and I don't know if I lost on the move or if I must have just lost it at some point, but I remember it being the first comic my father bought me, because we had to go to a dental appointment or some kind of appointment as a kid, and we went to the 7-Eleven to grab a drink, and I was just looking through comic books, and my dad was like, you want the comic book? And I was like, yeah, it's Spider-Man, of course. And he bought me, and it was cool because it was this foil like this, and I don't know, foil covers back in the 90s were really popular, but he bought this for me, and I remember reading into it, and it was a cool book because Spider-Man was up against villains he couldn't beat, so he upgraded his suit and made an armor, and but the armor had its costs because he wasn't as quick and nimble as he would be in his normal suit. But it was a cool, badass, shiny armor, everything shiny. More on topic, loss is very strange because no one wants to be depressed. No one wants to show the world that you're depressed or sad. But the reality is, every day I wake up and part of me, it just feels like I'm missing something. Although I know my friends and family will be there for me to talk about these things, I don't want to burden people that I bring up my dad all the time. I think about my dad every day, and I miss him every day. Only time I don't think about my dad is when I sleep, which is the opposite of my brother and my mother, because they've had dreams about him, and I haven't had dreams of my dad yet. But my father's business partner, Mr. Evans, told me that there are going to be triggers that make you think of him every day. And there are so many triggers that I have that I think about my father. And I know I have friends who are dealing with the same situation with the people they lost, and it's normal. In fact, feeling the way you do is normal. Don't be ashamed to think about them. I mean, I get through my day, I go to work, and I do my job, but he's still there. I guess it's harder because I work in an industry that's so obligated for happiness and joy. I work these weddings, and I meet my clients' parents. I'm a little thrilled to meet other parents because I can see how close they are with their dad or their mom, and I miss it. Part of me always thinks that I won't get a chance to, my dad won't get a chance to be at my wedding day. I won't get a chance to introduce a girl to my dad, and that's hard. But I wanted to make this video to show that everything I'm going through, and if you're going through that, it's okay. Don't feel ashamed to feel sad, because it's normal. It's a weird feeling to want to talk to somebody and then at the same time not wanting to burden them. And it's something understandable, and no one's ever turned me down saying that they wouldn't be there for me. And I reached out to a few people, and all I have to say is thank you to my family, to the friends who have been there, and I'm sorry that I've kind of stepped back from just being social, because I've just been trying to, I don't know, I've been trying to rediscover my father now that he's gone, and I've been to some of his favorite places, and I'll try to recreate some of his favorite foods, and hear his favorite songs, and he has all these mixtapes, and I do want to talk about my favorite memories of my father in the holidays. My father, he loved to eat. He loved the food of the holidays. That's something that's really big for my dad. But my father was known for returning gifts, because for me, if I get a gift, I'm grateful to get a gift. So really, it doesn't matter what that gift is. The thought that someone actually was thoughtful enough to give me a gift, I always appreciated, you know. So, but my father was like, "What do you want? We'll get it." You know, he was very A to B, you know, like point to point. Like, what do you want? You want shoes? We're getting you shoes, you know. So if I told my father like, "Oh, it doesn't matter, Dad. You can give me whatever you'd like," you know, I appreciate you giving me something. So please don't stress about it at all. But he's like, "No, what do you want? What do you need?" You know, he always get frustrated with me because I would never really say what I wanted because he really wanted to make sure that I got something I needed, you know. So like but the last 2 or 3 years he got a new phone for me, an iPad, you know, and then shoes, things like that, but my dad, he was known for returning gifts, so he was always very difficult to shop for, and I would keep trying to find something that was perfect for my dad, for him ending up to return it, because his mentality is that you should get what you want, you know, and I'll just return it and get something nice, you know, and he never really thought that maybe it'd bother someone who got him a gift, but I thought, one year I'm gonna get it right, you know, and I'm still trying. What I miss during the holidays is that every time that my brother would go down the stairs, he was like, "Oh no, don't go down the stairs yet," you know. I gotta film this, so he'd wait. He'd put the camera up, pointing at the staircase. So he always wanted a shot of us coming down the stairs to the Christmas tree. Like that was just tradition, and he would place the camera right in front of the tree, and he just record us opening our presents and saying Merry Christmas to each other. And being a kid raised by 2 parents born in Thailand, my parents worked very hard to make sure that I had a normal American childhood. So that when I went to school, you know, I wasn't that weird Asian kid that was like, yeah, I had chicken feet for Christmas. They didn't want me to feel like an outcast, and I love them for that. But when we were kids, something that I loved was, at the end of the night, you know, we'd watch a movie on TV, and my father would it would cool, like, "You guys want some blankets?" And he would go upstairs with blankets, and he'd throw the blankets on us from the stairs, so me and my brother would have this huge blanket just land on us, and I just remember that being one of the most fun child memories of mine. And we bundle up in the I guess the parlor room and watch movies under the blanket, and sometimes there's popcorn. It was dark, you know. Sometimes there'd be a Disney movie or whatever Christmas special. My father really liked National Lampoon's Christmas, so and I love that movie too. So that movie instantly has lots of more memories for me. But my father loved being a father. He loved that Christmas was his chance to be like a real father. It's gonna be a little more quieter without my dad. But I just want to make sure that if you're watching this video and you recently lost someone, I just want to make sure that you know that it's okay to feel the way you do. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel that it's only your sadness, but just know that when you want to open up and when you want to let people know how you're feeling, it's okay. Just know that it's gonna be part of your life now. Embrace your family. Embrace your friends. Try. I guess that's probably the most important thing. Try to get back to your routine. Try to be the best person you are. You honor that. You honor the person you lost by living your life. Don't be afraid to keep moving forward. This wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be, but I do want to share more vlogs. This is gonna be my personal channel, so my personal channel, I want to do more personal lifestyle stuff, vlogs about my life, working weddings. Everything entails the whole world of Qatar. Talk Kiki will be back. I'm just trying to reformat, and I want to have more special friends. special guests. But I've just been trying to take care of some personal things, and I apologize if people did like the show. I do want to make more, so I will make more. Once again, I want to thank my friends and family for being so patient with me, and some people letting me open up. I want to encourage everybody who has lost somebody to be the best person you can be for them. Because if you're the best person you can be, then you're not going to let them down. I hope I can honor my father. So this is me signing off for my I think my third vlog. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting me and my family. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday and Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Be safe. I hope you guys keep watching. It's Katar Marcus signing out.